My Hero Academia has revealed Deku'S final quirk. He has now surpassed All Might at his prime in 45%. The second user's quirk has made Deku very overpowered. So what is up, peeps? In this video we are going to cover chapter number 368 of My Hero Academia. Chapter number 368 starts with Deku calming down from going berserk. He is looking for Shigaraki and asks All For One if he's still in there. Deku intends to fulfill the promise of saving Shigaraki. Shigaraki was nothing but a puppet to All For One. His thoughts weren't his but implanted by All For One. Deku will fulfill the promise and be the hero who'll show Shigaraki the reality, just like how the second user did to the first. All For One then taunts Deku, telling him that the fight won't have a happy ending and won't be easy for Deku. Well, he still doesn't know. He's gonna get his ass beaten by Deku. However, Mirio informed Deku that there is still hope that Shigaraki is in there and Deku might be the one to save him from All For One, who manipulated Shigaraki for his selfish reasons. Deku is not only going to save the world, but also Tenko Shimura, Nana Shimura's grandson, from Shigaraki Tamura, a tool created by All For One. Coming back to the manga, All For One jumps, creating an earthquake, telling Deku that he's going to take one for all. He hits Deku with a smash which destroys the ground, but not Deku, as he escapes and proclaims that All For One would be the one with a bad ending and nothing would go as he planned. He then hits All For One with a Fajin infused with the Black Whip, calling it Black Chain. Deku throws All For One with the Black Chain, but he breaks free as he states that he won't fall for the same trick twice. Deku then decides to use the second user's quirk. Yes, peeps, this is the final quirk that everybody was hyped for. This quirk comes with a 5-minute limit, and if he can't defeat All For One in that time period, then, boom, the piece is destroyed.
My God, oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
The plot won't allow Deku to finish the fight on his own. However, this doesn't stop Deku from going berserk against All For One. Deku grabs his right hand, calling out his quirk. Transmission. With the speed of light, Deku hits All For One out of nowhere. Now, I'll explain how this quirk makes Deku stronger than All Might. This attack is faster than the speed of sound, as stated by Mirio, which surpasses All Might's speed. At a minimum, Deku is going over 767 miles per hour, and the speed of All Might is about 373 miles per hour. Mind you, he is using one for all at 45%. By the time he reaches 100%, he would be the fastest being on the planet. All For One states that he didn't know where the attack came from, and the attack came so quickly that his eyes couldn't follow the attack. The second user tells Deku that the transmission quirk due to the singularity is way stronger than the time he used it. This also explains why he prohibited Deku from using the quirk and told him to use it as his last resort in chapter 349. This is because Deku using this quirk can put massive strain on his body. As he increases his gear of transmission to gear 4, the impact on All For One ridiculously increases, which means All For One is hurt.
Surprise,
Deku instantly
motherfucker!
appears behind All For One and hits him with one last blow with a further increased velocity, his gear 5, calling it overdrive, smashing All For One's brain with Detroit Smash. The first user tells All For One, "Brother, today is the day we put an end to this." And the chapter ends.